Ladies and gentlemen, life is a fleeting gift, a journey filled with unexpected turns, challenges, and moments of joy. Too often we get caught up in the pursuit of perfection, waiting for the right time to be happy, to take risks, to truly live. But what if that perfect moment never arrives? What if the only thing standing between us and a fulfilling life is our own hesitation? Living life to the fullest doesn't mean having a life free of pain, setbacks, or disappointments. It means embracing every experience, the highs and the lows, with courage and gratitude. It means refusing to be defined by failures, by circumstances, or by the expectations of others. Strength is not about having an easy life. It's about finding light even in the darkest moments. We must stop waiting for the right job, the right opportunity, the right people, the right time. The truth is, the right time is now. Every breath we take is a chance to rewrite our story, to chase our dreams, and to create a legacy of resilience, kindness, and purpose. Life is too short to live with regrets. The past is gone, and the future is uncertain. But what you have is today, this moment. Make it count. Stop waiting for happiness and start creating it. Chase your dreams, take risks, spread kindness, and most importantly, love yourself for who you are. Because in the end, a life lived fully is not measured by years, but by the moments that take your breath away. Life is a journey filled with twists and turns, highs and lows, joys and sorrows. No matter how much we plan, predict, or try to control our circumstances, life has a way of surprising us. One moment everything seems to be falling into place, and the next we are faced with unexpected challenges that test our strength, patience, and resilience. This unpredictability can be daunting, but it is also what makes life beautiful. We often find ourselves wishing for certainty, for a roadmap that guarantees success, happiness, and fulfillment. We want to know that if we work hard enough, love deeply enough, and follow all the right steps, we will be rewarded with the life we desire. But life does not operate on a fixed formula. It is unpredictable, ever-changing, and constantly evolving. And while this uncertainty can bring fear, it also brings endless possibility. When we learn to embrace the unpredictability of life, we free ourselves from the burden of control. We stop obsessing over things beyond our power and start focusing on what truly matters, the present moment. Instead of resisting change, we learn to flow with it. Instead of fearing the unknown, we welcome it as an opportunity for growth. Every unexpected event, whether it seems good or bad at the time, has the potential to teach us something valuable. Consider the times in your life when things didn't go according to plan. Maybe you didn't get the job you desperately wanted. Maybe a relationship you thought would last forever came to an end. Maybe an illness, an accident, or a financial struggle forced you to rethink everything. In those moments, it may have felt like life was unfair, like everything was falling apart. But looking back, you might realize that those very challenges shaped you into the person you are today. Often, the best things in life come from situations we never expected. The job we thought was a failure led us to a career we never imagined. The heartbreak we thought we wouldn't survive made us stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. The setbacks that seemed unbearable at the time prepared us for something greater. If everything always went according to plan, we would never grow, never discover new strengths, never develop resilience. Embracing life's unpredictability doesn't mean we stop setting goals or striving for success. It simply means that we remain open to different paths, different outcomes, and different possibilities. We plan, we prepare, we work hard, but we also accept that things might not go as expected, and that's okay. When we let go of the need for absolute control, we find freedom. Freedom to live fully, to experience life in all its richness, to take risks without fear of failure. One of the biggest barriers to embracing life's unpredictability is fear. Fear of failure, fear of disappointment, fear of the unknown. But fear, if left unchecked, can become a prison that keeps us from truly living. It can stop us from taking chances, from pursuing our dreams, from opening our hearts to love and connection. But what if, instead of fearing the unknown, We saw it as an adventure. What if we trusted that even when life takes unexpected turns, we have the strength to handle whatever comes our way? Imagine a child learning to walk. They stumble, they fall, they get back up. They don't question whether they should keep trying, they just do. They embrace the process, the uncertainty, the challenge, and in doing so, they grow stronger, more confident, more capable. That is how we should approach life. Every challenge, every setback, every unexpected twist is an opportunity to learn, to grow, to become more resilient. Another important aspect of embracing life's unpredictability is gratitude. When we focus too much on what we don't have, on what didn't go as planned, we miss out on the beauty of what is. But when we shift our perspective and choose to be grateful for the present moment, for the lessons learned, for the people who support us, we find peace even in uncertainty. Gratitude allows us to see that even in the midst of chaos, there is always something to appreciate. We also need to understand that sometimes life's greatest gifts come disguised as challenges. There are countless stories of people who turned their struggles into opportunities, who transformed pain into purpose. Think of the artists, the writers, the entrepreneurs, the leaders who faced rejection, loss, and failure, but refused to give up. They didn't let life's unpredictability break them. Instead, they used it as fuel to create something extraordinary. At the end of the day, we have a choice. We can resist change, cling to the illusion of control, and live in constant fear of the unknown. Or we can embrace life as it is unpredictable, messy, beautiful, and full of surprises. We can choose to trust that even when things don't go as planned, there is still a path forward. We can choose to believe that every challenge carries a lesson. Every ending is a new beginning, and every moment is an opportunity to truly live. So let go of the need to have everything figured out. Stop waiting for the perfect moment to start living. Life is happening right now, in this very moment. Embrace it, take the risks, make mistakes, love deeply, laugh loudly, and keep moving forward with courage and gratitude. Because the beauty of life is not in its certainty, but in its endless possibilities. Life is a journey filled with obstacles, hardships, and moments that test our strength in ways we never imagined. We all face struggles, some visible, others hidden deep within. There are times when we feel broken, lost, and defeated, as if the weight of our challenges is too much to bear. In those moments, it is easy to believe that our struggles define who we are. It is easy to think that our failures, our pain, and our past mistakes are the only things that shape us. But the truth is, our challenges do not define us. It is how we rise from them, how we learn and grow through them, that truly shapes our identity. Every person in this world has a story filled with battles fought in silence, disappointments endured with a brave face, and wounds that may never be seen by others. But just because we face challenges does not mean we are powerless. Just because we fall does not mean we cannot rise. Our struggles are merely chapters in our story, not the entirety of who we are. If we allow ourselves to be defined by our difficulties, we risk limiting our own potential, closing ourselves off from growth, and seeing only the pain instead of the possibilities. Some of the most inspiring individuals in history have faced unimaginable adversity. They have experienced loss, failure, and rejection, yet they refuse to be defined by their struggles. Instead, they used their hardships as fuel to propel themselves forward. They turned pain into power, setbacks into comebacks, and failures into stepping stones. They understood that the human spirit is not measured by how many times we fall, but by how many times we stand back up. There are moments in life when we may feel as if we are drowning in our challenges. It could be a financial struggle that leaves us feeling helpless, a broken relationship that makes us question our worth, a loss that leaves a void in our heart, or a dream that seems impossible to reach. During these times, it is tempting to believe that we are nothing more than our struggles. But if we step back and look at the bigger picture, we realize that every hardship we face is an opportunity for growth. The strongest people are not those who have never faced difficulties, but those who have embraced their struggles and emerged stronger. They understand that pain is a part of life, but it is not the whole story. It is in moments of difficulty that we discover our true strength, our resilience, and our ability to overcome. The scars we carry are not symbols of weakness, but reminders of battles fought and won. They are proof that we have endured, survived, and thrived despite the odds. Often, the biggest battle is not the challenge itself, but the way we perceive it. If we see our struggles as barriers that cannot be overcome, we give them the power to control us. But if we see them as lessons, as stepping stones to something greater, we take back that power. We begin to understand that setbacks are not signs of failure, but part of the process of growth. The most beautiful transformations happen when we refuse to be defeated by our circumstances. Many of us carry wounds from the past, moments of rejection, disappointment, and heartbreak. These experiences may have shaped us, but they do not define us. We are not our mistakes, our failures, or our hardships. We are so much more than that. We are our strength, our kindness, our courage, and our ability to rise above adversity. We are the lessons we have learned, the wisdom we have gained, and the resilience we have built through every challenge we have faced. It is important to remember that everyone is fighting a battle we may not see. Some struggles are external, while others are internal. Fears, insecurities, and silent battles that no one else may ever know about. But no matter what we are facing, we must remind ourselves that we are not defined by our struggles. We have the power to rewrite our story, to choose how we respond to challenges, and to turn up. There will be days when we feel like giving up, when the road ahead seems too difficult to travel. But those are the moments when we must dig deep and find the strength within ourselves to keep moving forward. We must remind ourselves that every storm eventually passes, that every wound eventually heals, and that every challenge carries within it an opportunity for transformation. The beauty of life is that it is constantly evolving. We are not the same people we were yesterday, and we will not be the same people tomorrow. Every hardship we face contributes to our growth, shaping us into stronger, wiser, and more compassionate individuals. Instead of seeing our struggles as limitations, we should see them as reminders of our strength. Instead of allowing them to define us, we should use them to refine us. At the end of the day, our challenges do not define us, our choices do. The way we choose to respond to adversity, the way we choose to keep moving forward despite the difficulties, and the way we choose to embrace life's uncertainties with courage and hope are what truly shape us. We are not our struggles, we are not our pain. We are warriors, survivors, and creators of our own destiny. No matter what life throws our way, we have the power to rise, to grow, and to define ourselves on our own terms. Failure is often seen as something to be feared, avoided, or even ashamed of. From a young age, we are taught that success is the ultimate goal, and failure is a sign of weakness, incompetence, or lack of effort. We internalize this belief, and as a result, many of us live in constant fear of making mistakes. We hesitate to take risks, fearing that if we fail, we will not be able to recover. But the truth is, failure is not the end of the road. It is merely a stepping stone on the journey of growth. It is not a sign that we should give up, but rather a lesson that teaches us, refines us, and prepares us for something greater. Life is filled with challenges, and no one is immune to failure. Every great leader, innovator, artist, and entrepreneur has encountered failure at some point. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not the absence of failure, but the ability to learn from it. Failure is a teacher, offering valuable lessons that we could not learn any other way. It shows us where we need to improve, forces us to reassess our strategies, and helps us develop resilience. Every failure contains within it an opportunity for growth, but only if we are willing to see it that way. When we fail, it can feel like the end of the world. We may feel embarrassed, defeated, or even worthless. But if we take a step back and reflect, we begin to see that failure is not personal. It does not define who we are. Instead, it is an event, a moment in time that can either break us or make us stronger. The most successful people in the world are not those who never failed, but those who refused to let failure stop them. They understood that setbacks were simply a part of the journey, not a sign to quit. Many of the greatest achievements in history were born out of failure. Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb, famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 1,0,0,0,0 ways that won't work." If he had given up after his first few failed attempts, the world might never have known the power of electric light. Similarly, J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter, faced multiple rejections before her book was finally published. If she had accepted those rejections as a sign of her inadequacy, the world would have never experienced the magic of her stories. Failure is painful, but pain is not always a bad thing. Pain forces us to grow, to adapt, and to evolve. It teaches us humility, patience, and perseverance. When we fail, we have two choices. We can let it discourage us and make us afraid to try again, or we can use it as motivation to push harder, to refine our skills, and to come back even stronger. The choice is always ours. The way we perceive failure determines how it affects us. If we see it as a reflection of our worth, it will crush us. But if we see it as an opportunity to learn, it will empower us. Failure does not mean that we are not capable. It means that we are in the process of becoming capable. It does not mean that we are not good enough. It means that we are on the path to becoming better. The only true failure is refusing to try again. Sometimes, failure redirects us to something even better than what we originally wanted. We may not always understand why things don't work out the way we hoped, but looking back, we often realize that failure was actually a blessing in disguise. The job we didn't get led us to a career that was a better fit. The relationship that ended made space for someone who truly valued us. The dream that didn't come true pushed us toward an even greater purpose. Life has a way of guiding us in unexpected ways, and failure is often a part of that process. The fear of failure holds so many people back from chasing their dreams. They would rather play it safe than take a risk and potentially fail. But in doing so, they miss out on the chance to truly grow. The most successful people are those who are willing to take risks, even if it means failing. They understand that failure is temporary, but regret is permanent. They know that the only way to succeed is to keep moving forward, no matter how many times they stumble. One of the greatest lessons that failure teaches us is resilience. When we experience failure, we have to decide whether we will stay down or get back up. Every time we choose to rise after falling, we build resilience. We become stronger, more determined, and more capable of handling challenges in the future. Resilience is the key to success, and it is something that can only be developed through experience. No one is born resilient. It is something that is built through facing adversity and choosing not to give up. Failure also teaches us self-awareness. When we fail, we are forced to take a closer look at ourselves. What went wrong? What could we have done differently? What lessons can we take away from this experience? This kind of self-reflection allows us to grow in ways that success never could. When everything goes smoothly, we rarely stop to analyze our actions or strategies. But failure forces us to confront our weaknesses and turn them into strengths. Another valuable lesson that failure teaches us is the importance of perseverance. Success is rarely immediate. It takes time, effort, and persistence. There will be moments of doubt, moments when we feel like giving up, moments when everything seems to be going wrong. But if we keep pushing forward despite the setbacks, we will eventually reach our goals. The road to success is never a straight path. It is filled with obstacles, detours, and unexpected challenges. But those who persevere despite failure are the ones who ultimately achieve greatness. Failure is not something to be ashamed of. It is something to be embraced. It is a natural part of life and an essential part of growth. Instead of fearing failure, we should welcome it as a necessary step on the journey to success. Every failure brings us one step closer to our goals, one lesson wiser, and one experience richer. It shapes us into stronger, more capable individuals. The most important thing to remember is that failure is not the opposite of success. It is a part of success. Every successful person has failed at some point, but they did not let it define them. They used their failures as fuel to keep going, to improve, and to eventually achieve their dreams. The only true failure is the failure to try. As long as we keep moving forward, learning from our mistakes, and refusing to give up, we will always be on the path to success. Life is too short to let fear of failure hold us back. We must take risks, embrace challenges, and step outside of our comfort zones. We must be willing to fail because in failure we find our greatest lessons. The path to success is paved with setbacks, but those setbacks do not determine our destiny. What defines us is how we respond to them. Failure is not the end, it is a lesson that makes us stronger, wiser, and more prepared for the future. Life is a reflection of the energy we surround ourselves with. Every thought we entertain, every word we speak, and every person we interact with contributes to the environment we create around us. Positivity is not just a fleeting emotion, it is a way of life, a conscious choice that influences our mindset, actions, and overall well-being. When we choose to surround ourselves with positivity, we open the door to growth, happiness, and a life filled with possibility. However, this does not mean that life will always be easy or free from challenges. It simply means that we develop the resilience to face adversity with a strong and hopeful spirit. The people we surround ourselves with play a crucial role in shaping our perspectives and influencing our emotions. Positive, uplifting individuals encourage us to dream big, push our limits, and believe in ourselves even when we doubt our abilities. They inspire us with their optimism, reminding us that setbacks are temporary and that we have the strength to overcome them. On the other hand, being around negativity drains our energy, fills us with self-doubt, and holds us back from reaching our full potential. It is important to recognize the impact that others have on us and to be intentional about choosing relationships that uplift and support us. Positively is not just about external influences, it begins within us. Our thoughts shape our reality, and when we train our minds to focus on the good, we cultivate a mindset that attracts more of it. Life is filled with both light and darkness, and while we cannot always control our circumstances, we can control how we react to them. A positive mindset allows us to see opportunities in difficulties, lessons in failures, and hope in uncertain times. When we consciously choose to shift our perspective and focus on what is going right instead of what is going wrong, we create a life that is rich with gratitude and fulfillment. One of the most powerful ways to invite positivity into our lives is through gratitude. When we take time to appreciate the blessings we have, big or small, we shift our focus from what is lacking to what is abundant. Gratitude transforms our outlook, making even the simplest moments feel meaningful. It reminds us that no matter how tough life gets, there is always something to be thankful for. The more we practice gratitude, the more we attract positivity as we train our minds to recognize and celebrate the good in every situation. Our environment also plays a significant role in shaping our energy. The spaces we inhabit, the media we consume, and the conversations we engage in all contribute to our mental and emotional state. If we constantly expose ourselves to negativity, whether through toxic relationships, stressful environments, or pessimistic content, we inevitably absorb that energy. However, when we surround ourselves with inspiration, creativity, and uplifting influences, we cultivate an atmosphere that nurtures our well-being. Simple changes, such as listening to uplifting music, reading motivational books, or spending time in nature, can have a profound impact on our mindset. Self-care is an essential aspect of maintaining a positive outlook on life. When we prioritize our mental, emotional, and physical well-being, we equip ourselves with the strength to handle life's challenges with resilience. Taking time to rest, engage in activities we love, and nourish our bodies with healthy food contributes to a sense of inner peace. When we feel good from within, we radiate positivity to the world around us. Investing in self-care is not selfish. It is a necessary act of self-love that allows us to show up as the best version of ourselves. Surrounding ourselves with positivity also means setting healthy boundaries. Not everyone will contribute to our growth, and it is okay to distance ourselves from those who bring negativity into our lives. It is not about holding grudges or cutting people off without reason. Rather, it is about protecting our energy and prioritizing our well-being. Learning to say no to toxic relationships, unnecessary drama, and situations that drain us is an act of self-respect. When we create space for positive influences, we allow more joy, peace, and fulfillment to enter our lives. Optimism does not mean ignoring reality or pretending that everything is perfect. It means choosing to see the silver lining even in difficult situations. Life is unpredictable and challenges are inevitable, but our ability to approach them with a positive mindset makes all the difference. a hopeful perspective allows us to keep moving forward, even when the path is uncertain. It reminds us that tough times do not last forever, and that every setback is an opportunity for growth. By maintaining an optimistic outlook, we build the mental strength to persevere through life's trials with courage and determination. Acts of kindness and compassion also contribute to a positive environment. When we extend kindness to others, whether through words, actions, or simple gestures, we not only uplift them, but also bring joy into our own lives. Whether it is offering a smile, lending a listening ear, or expressing appreciation, small acts of kindness have the power to make a big difference. When we surround ourselves with kindness, we build deeper connections and cultivate a sense of belonging. Laughter is another powerful source of positivity. In a world filled with stress and responsibilities, it is easy to forget the importance of joy. Taking time to laugh, play, and engage in activities that bring us happiness adds lightness to our lives. Laughter has the ability to heal, to break down barriers, and to remind us not to take life too seriously. Whether it is sharing jokes with friends, watching a funny movie, or finding humor in everyday situations, embracing joy allows us to navigate life with a lighter heart. Personal growth is an ongoing journey, and surrounding ourselves with positivity helps us become the best version of ourselves. When we seek knowledge, challenge ourselves, and remain open to learning, we continuously evolve. Growth happens when we step outside of our comfort zones, embrace new experiences, and remain curious about the world. A positive mindset encourages us to believe in our potential, to keep striving for improvement, and to never settle for less than we deserve. Faith and hope also play a vital role in maintaining a positive outlook. Believing that better days are ahead, that our struggles have purpose, and that we are capable of overcoming challenges gives us the strength to keep going. Whether it is faith in a higher power, in ourselves, or in the universe, having something to hold on to during difficult times provides comfort and reassurance. Hope is a guiding light that reminds us that even in darkness, there is always the possibility of a brighter tomorrow. The journey of life is filled with ups and downs, but when we choose to surround ourselves with positivity, we create a foundation of strength, happiness, and resilience. Every decision we make, every relationship we nurture, and every thought we entertain shapes our experience. When we embrace a positive mindset, we attract opportunities, build meaningful connections, and live with a sense of purpose. Positivity is not just a state of mind. It is a way of living that transforms the way we see the world. By consciously choosing joy, gratitude, and optimism, we create a life that is not only fulfilling for ourselves, but also inspiring for those around us. Life is a journey filled with countless experiences, lessons, and moments that shape us into who we are. Along this journey, two guiding principles have the power to transform our lives completely: gratitude and purpose. These two elements, when embraced fully, can bring meaning, fulfillment, and deep joy to our existence. They allow us to see life not just as a series of events, but as an opportunity to grow, contribute, and cherish every single moment. Living with gratitude and purpose creates a mindset that nurtures resilience, contentment, and a profound appreciation for the gift of life. Gratitude is the ability to recognize and appreciate the blessings in our lives, no matter how big or small. It is easy to get caught up in the cycle of always wanting more success, more material possessions, more recognition. However, when we constantly chase after what we don't have, we fail to see the abundance that already surrounds us. Gratitude shifts our focus from what is missing to what is present, from what is imperfect to what is beautiful. It teaches us to celebrate the simple joys of life: a warm meal, a heartfelt conversation, a breathtaking sunset, or the love of family and friends. When we practice gratitude, we cultivate a sense of contentment that is not dependent on external circumstances but comes from within. In challenging times, gratitude becomes even more powerful. Life is unpredictable and hardships are inevitable, but gratitude allows us to find strength in adversity. It reminds us that even in our darkest moments, there is always something to be thankful for. The difficulties we face teach us resilience, patience, and wisdom. They shape us into stronger individuals, and for that, we can be grateful. Instead of dwelling on what went wrong, gratitude encourages us to focus on what we have learned, how we have grown, and the support we have received along the way. It is a perspective that helps us see setbacks not as failures, but as stepping stones to something greater. Purpose, on the other hand, is what gives our lives meaning. It is the driving force that motivates us to wake up each morning with determination and enthusiasm. A life without purpose feels empty, no matter how much success or wealth one may achieve. Purpose is not necessarily about grand accomplishments. It is about knowing that our existence has value and that we can make a difference in our own unique way. It could be through our profession, our relationships, our creativity, or our acts of kindness. When we live with purpose, we move through life with intention, knowing that our actions, no matter how small, have an impact. Finding one's purpose is not always a straightforward journey. It requires self-reflection, exploration, and the courage to follow what truly resonates with our hearts. Sometimes purpose is discovered through passion, doing what we love and sharing it with the world. Other times it is found in service, helping others, contributing to a cause, or making a positive difference in someone's life. The beauty of purpose is that it is not limited to one definition. It is deeply personal and unique to each individual. The key is to listen to that inner voice that guides us toward what feels meaningful and fulfilling. Living with gratitude and purpose creates a sense of harmony and balance. Gratitude allows us to appreciate what we have, while purpose gives us the motivation to strive for something greater. Together, they create a fulfilling life where we are both content with the present and excited about the future. When we wake up each day with a grateful heart and a sense of direction, we experience a deep sense of joy that is not easily shaken by external challenges. One of the greatest gifts of living with gratitude and purpose is the positive impact it has on those around us. Gratitude is contagious. When we express appreciation, we inspire others to do the same. A simple thank you, a kind gesture, or an acknowledgement of someone's efforts can brighten their day and strengthen our connections. Similarly, living with purpose sets an example for others. When people see someone who is passionate, dedicated, and driven by a meaningful cause, they are inspired to find their own purpose as well. Our actions have the power to create a ripple effect, influencing those around us in ways we may not even realize. Relationships also flourish when built on gratitude and purpose. When we appreciate the people in our lives, we deepen our bonds and create a foundation of trust and love. Acknowledging the efforts of loved ones, expressing gratitude for their presence, and valuing their support strengthens relationships in profound ways. Purpose, too, enhances relationships by giving us a shared sense of direction. Whether it is within a family, a friendship, or a community, having a common purpose fosters unity, cooperation, and mutual encouragement. Gratitude and purpose also contribute to mental and emotional well-being. In a world that often promotes comparison, competition, and material success, it is easy to feel inadequate or lost. However, when we shift our focus to gratitude, we recognize our own worth and the richness of our lives. We stop measuring success by external standards and start appreciating the unique journey we are on. Purpose gives us a sense of fulfillment, reducing feelings of emptiness or dissatisfaction. When we know that our lives have meaning, we experience a deeper sense of peace and happiness. Spirituality, for many, is deeply intertwined with gratitude and purpose. Regardless of religious beliefs, a sense of connection to something greater than ourselves, whether it be the universe, a divine force, or simply the interconnectedness of life, can provide comfort and guidance. Gratitude in spirituality acknowledges the blessings and lessons that life offers, while purpose aligns us with a sense of calling or duty to contribute positively to the world. Many people find that when they cultivate gratitude and live with purpose, they feel more connected, more at peace, and more in tune with their true selves. Challenges and struggles will always be a part of life, but when we embrace gratitude and purpose, we navigate them with strength and optimism. Instead of seeing difficulties as roadblocks, we see them as opportunities to grow. Instead of dwelling on what is lacking, we appreciate what is abundant. Instead of drifting aimlessly, we move forward with intention. These two principles act as a guiding light, helping us find meaning even in the midst of uncertainty. Ultimately, a life lived with gratitude and purpose is a life well lived. It is a life where every moment is cherished, every experience is valued, and every action is meaningful. It is a life where we not only seek happiness for ourselves, but also contribute to the happiness of others. Gratitude and purpose transform ordinary days into extraordinary ones, making even the simplest moments feel profound. They remind us that every breath is a gift, every opportunity is a blessing, and every person we meet has something to teach us. When we embrace these principles, we no longer take life for granted. We wake up each day with a sense of appreciation and go to bed with a sense of fulfillment. We recognize that our time on this earth is limited, and we choose to make the most of it. We understand that true happiness does not come from material success alone, but from the joy of living a meaningful life. With gratitude in our hearts and purpose in our actions, we create a life that is rich in love, kindness, and impact, a life that in the end truly matters. In the end, living with gratitude and purpose transforms life into something truly meaningful. It allows us to embrace every moment with appreciation, to find joy in the simplest of things, and to navigate challenges with resilience. Gratitude shifts our focus from what is missing to what is abundant, reminding us that happiness is not found in what we lack, but in what we cherish. Purpose gives our lives direction, guiding us toward actions that create impact, fulfillment, and a sense of belonging. When we choose to live with a grateful heart and a purposeful mind, we no longer drift through life aimlessly. Instead, we wake up each day with a sense of excitement and contentment, knowing that our existence has value. We build stronger relationships, spread kindness, and inspire those around us. Even in difficult times, gratitude helps us find hope, and purpose gives us the strength to move forward. Life is fleeting, and time is precious. When we embrace gratitude, we savor each moment. When we live with purpose, we leave a legacy that extends beyond our own lives. In the grand scheme of things, our wealth, status, and possessions fade, but the love we give, the kindness we share, and the difference we make remain. So, let us live fully, love deeply, and embrace each day with an open heart. A life filled with gratitude and purpose is not just a life well lived, it is a life truly worth celebrating.